Hello again, Wargamers. This is D Crab. I got a different little video. Normally I'm a terrain maker, but I also like to modify some of my troops, give them a special look into Imperial Guard, Chaos Space Marines, and I found this kit. DreamForge Games at this Eisenkern Stormtroopers. There's several unboxing videos out there. I'm not going to do one of those. What I want to show you is what they look like when you combine them with some Games Workshop products, and they really come out nice. I really like the helmet on there. These are designed to model futuristic German soldiers, and the German helmet, the World War II style helmet, I just have always been fascinated. Thought those were the neatest looking helmets. Well, here is my Scion kit. You can see they've got the German. What I did is, if you look at very closely, it's hard for me to zoom in here. You can see the face. This is the German helmet. It has that little aiming device, reticle, window over the one eye, the right eye. That has a German style helmet. I thought it looked really cool with the, you can see with the Scion kit here, this one's got his hot shot las gun. Here's the salvo version. Pull back a little bit. You can see the guy with the plasma gun. It's really cool. And then another trooper with his hot shot. Now these I thought kind of went really neat with the spiked helmet. If you're familiar with the history, World War I, Germans wore spiked helmet, ceremonial helmets like this with a spike on the top. Over there, it's got the white behind it. Here you can see it. And, so this guy is obviously the sergeant, a veteran, been around a while. He's wearing the old style helmet. One of the new guys wearing the more up-to-date modern helmets. I really thought those worked well. It's easy to do. You just shave off a significant portion of the neck area of the helmet, and it fits right down there in the slot for a Games Workshop helmet. Now when you do that, use these helmets. You get 20 of them in the box that I got. It contains 20 Stormtroopers. You can convert a lot of Games Workshop miniatures with these helmets. So the next segment I'm going to show you what the Games Workshop models look like with the German helmets on it. Be right back with you. Okay, back. Here's three of the guys I did. I did a whole squad, actually. 10 guys. Let's see, get up here where it's a little brighter. You can see what the heads look like. These are the shoulder pads that come with the Eisenkern kit too, and also the weapons. You can tell that's not a regular Games Workshop las gun, but I really like the gas mask on the helmet. Give kind of a hostile environment look with that old style German World War II helmet. It really looks distinctive, it stands out. I'm looking forward to painting these. Look at those shoulder pads. You can see a comm guy. Backpack fits fairly well. These are all the Eisenkern arms. Focus their Eisenkern arms and guns with their shoulder pads and helmets, but the rest is Games Workshop. So I don't know about tournaments, but hey, I don't play in that many tournaments. So if you're worried about that, you may not want to do this conversion. And then you throw a few things on there and say, hey, I got enough grenades, and there we go, some focus and ammo packs, things like that on there. I think it's sufficiently Games Workshop. You got to work with these a little bit, but not that much with regard to this direction. It's a little bit harder putting Games Workshop stuff on Eisenkern bodies, but I did do that and created another squad or two that show that. These are pretty straightforward, little modifications necessary, but I'll go ahead and show you the next segment. You'll see what the Games Workshop stuff looks like on Eisenkern bodies. You can see that's a Cadian trooper right there. So yeah, it works great going from Eisenkern onto Cadian bodies. What's it look like going Cadian onto Eisenkern bodies? I'm going to show you that in the next segment. Okay, here we go. This is what they look like. I used the beret heads rather than the helmet heads from the Scions kit. Those are excellent looking. I think there's one of the best things Games Workshop's come out with regard to Imperial Guard line is that nice, distinctive beret veteran look. I think it really makes it stand out. These guys look like the Tommies from a D-Day invasion, British Tommies invading Normandy, but you give them a futuristic look and put them in some armor. These are the Eisenkern legs. You can see they're more armored. Where's the focus? Sorry about that. Got a little more armor look to them on the legs. So these make great stormtroopers. So you can see, just put enough Games Workshop on there. You've got to file down the chest plate a little bit down in there, but where the gun stands, you get the gun close enough to get the Games Workshop bodies on there. As you can see, those are Games Workshop arms with shoulder pads, a Games Workshop las gun, Games Workshop head, and I think they worked out really well. Here's a sergeant. Stands out really distinctive. I think that looks great. Gives you an idea. And here you can see the chest plate I'm talking about. It even has an eagle on it. How about that? You think there was any plan on that or design they put into that? So these work out really well. I used a hotshot las gun, cut off the cable, and made this guy into a sniper. And actually is making a veteran squad with sniper rifles and an autocannon. Give those guys forward sentry and put them in a piece of terrain and they're not budging. So it's a great kit. And dynamic pose, you can see this guy's got his foot up off the ground. Really adds a lot of variety to your force. And now, the last thing I did with these was to take the gas mask heads from the Scions kit and put them on some Eisenkern bodies, and you get a feeling for what they look like. They really look like Trader Guard kind of. I'll show you that next. Okay, here we go. Now these are the Scion gas mask heads, minus the one with the spike. That's what I use for my sergeant. But you put those on the Eisenkern bodies. You can see, again, the heavy armored look. You throw some Games Workshop accessories on there, and the arms, and you've got yourself that gas mask head. Almost screams Renegade or Tainted Imperial Guard. You could make them, on a hostile environment kind of planet, still call them Guard. So great look. Yeah, this one you can see I had to look right down in there between the gun and the body. You'll see I had to shave that eagle medallion off the front in order to get the arms to line up right, so they don't get pulled too far forward. But really good look. I think they really work out well. So I was able to get about 2 boxes of Games Workshop Shock Troops Acadians with 1 box of the 20 Eisenkern Stormtroopers and a box of the Scions. So 5 Scions and 40 troops between the Eisenkern and Imperial Guard. I got 45 troops for just under $100. Actually, yeah, right around in there somewhere. I had to get the real final price. But I also have one final project I want to show you, and I'll do that in the last segment. Okay, final thing. Now this is the Sergeant from the Scion kit. You notice he's got his power fist, that really cool looking power fist that they include, and plasma pistol, but he's missing the cloak that they give him. And I thought, well, I really didn't want to put him on something like a Scion Sergeant kind of guy, so that cloak I think really belonged on an officer, a really important kind of guy. So what I did is I put this together. Here we go. Let's try and get focus in here. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, this is a move. My Master of Ordnance. This guy's real important on the battlefield, so I want to make him look very pretentious. Especially, I took the comm unit hand with the phone, with the mouthpiece, and put that on there. You had to shave the inside of the cloak to fit it onto his shoulder. That's just a regular Cadian body, officer's body. well, the legs anyway, and then the upper part, you can see there's no carapace or no armor on there, no flak. That's a regular upper body, maybe from a vehicle. That's it, a vehicle driver. I gave him that staff with the skull on it, put the cloak on him, and that head is actually a Cadian head with some sunglasses. I shaved off the part where it looks like might have had a handkerchief or do-rag on his head, and shaved that off and actually paint him up with a bald head. He's going to be my move. Very standout kind of model that's going to paint up really nice and very impressive on the battlefield, I think. And if you're using moves in your Imperial Guard army, here's one way of making your own. Okay, and as always, if you got any comments, let me know. Anything I can do better, anything you know how to do better, I'd appreciate the comments. Thanks. D-Crab out.